The last fight we are talking about on UFC 325 covered Volkan Lopez, Hooker v Benoit Saint Denis. We've just covered Maurizio Rufi v Rafael Fiziev. We're now talking about the final fight on the card. Talk about the heavyweights. So we've got rank number 12, Tai Tuivsa returning after a long layoff against Talliosn Teixeira, ranked number 15. This is going to be a fun fight. It's going to end in a KO. That's guaranteed, to be fair. I can't see this fight going the distance. But yeah, you know how we're going to do it. We're going to talk about Tai Tuivsa, then we're going to talk about Talliosn, and let's get straight into it. So, Tai Tuivsa, ranked number 12. 15-8. Okay, resume is meh. 14 wins by KO, so pretty impressive stat there. 0 submissions, 12 first round finishes. His good wins, he's got Andrei Arlovski by decision, knocked out Augusto Sakai, and KO'd Derek Lewis as well. Derek Lewis being a really good name on your resume. Most people, if you're a top heavyweight, you have Derek Lewis on your resume. So Tai Tuivsa, decent there. Now, all of Tai's losses have been inside the UFC. There's only one I haven't written down. It's the Imanov one, the guy who had like the stab wound on his belly. If you guys know who I mean, then you know. But so his losses: Junior Dos Santos by KO, Sergey Spivak by submission, Cyril Gane by KO, Sergey Plakovic by KO, Alexander Volkov by submission, Marcin Topuria by submission, Yazizo Rosenstruck by split decision. What we all know, it was not a split decision. Rosenstruck won that very convincingly. Tai is also currently on a 5-fight losing streak, 2 of losing from Gane, Plakovic, Volkov, Topuria, and Rosenstruck. That he's on a 5-fight losing streak. What's not good at all, you know. The notes I've got it down here for Tai, he needs to win this. He needs to win this. If he loses this, then, you know, as much as the UFC love having him around, as much us fans love having him around, he's fun. He does bring action all the time. He just needs this win. He certainly needs this win. And he's never in an easy fight, you know. He's never in a easy fight. He's always in a tough fight. He's only lost to the best of the best in the heavyweight division. You know, he was young when he lost to Junior Dos Santos. Okay, Dos Santos, former champion. Cyril Gane, former interim champion / title challenger. Plakovic fought for the interim title. You know, all these guys here are top-level guys who have been in the top 5 or very close to the top 5. So there's no shame in losing to these heavyweights, but Tai is now on a 5-fight losing streak. Like the Rosenstruck one, that was in fate. That could have gone for Tai. It was a striking one. The Cyril Gane one, to be fair, was a great fight. Watched that. One of the best fights. I think it was 2023. 2023 or 2022. Really good fight. You know, the Junior Dos Santos one, he was young. I think Tai was only like early 20s or mid 20s. Really young when he had that fight. But so he needs to win this one because I don't think the UFC are going to keep letting him lose and just keep him around. I think this one they will definitely cut him if not. But he needs another thing. He needs to keep it standing. You know, there's a pattern here: submission. Tai has got no ground game at all. His clinch game is really good, but there's no ground game there, no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu, nothing. So he needs to keep it standing. I've also put for notes, he needs to swing for his life because we've seen it when Tai fought Stefan Struve. He was swinging like a madman and clipped him. You know, he's got it the same in this fight. Teixeira's really tall for the division. Tai just needs to keep throwing. And when Tai throws, he does well, to be fair, and he does clip people. The Derek Lewis one was a perfect example, his best win, where Tai just kept throwing, and that. And also, use the leg kicks. Tai Tuivsa has nasty leg kicks, you know. The leg kicks will come in factor for this one against Teixeira. Teixeira's tall. Teixeira's newer heavyweight. a modern heavyweight, these new breeds of heavyweight, and use leg kicks. Make him so he can't be fast. Make it a slow. Turn it into a slugfest, because I personally don't think anyone will ever win a slugfest against Tai Tuivasa. I think Tai's always been technically knocked out, especially like Cyril Garn. The Sergey Plakovic one, to be fair, that was a bit of a slugfest, but it didn't really. It weren't. It was, but it wasn't. It was a gun show, and that. So yeah, he's also 32, so he's still got time to climb. If he gets a big win here, another big win, you can see Tai potentially going to the top, because this heavyweight lacks contenders, and obviously he's from Australia. But that's my thing for Tai Tuivasa. It's quite sad to see Tai beating Derek Lewis, then fighting Cyril Garn, and if he would have won the Cyril Garn fight, he would have been fighting against John Jones for the heavyweight title. Tai Tuivasa was ranked number 3 at this one point, and it's sad to see that he's just lost. He has had a long time out. He blew up as well. He was massive. He blew up to God knows what weight he weighed. He was massive. He looks really good now. The weight cut yesterday did look a bit scary, but I don't know if that's going to play a factor or not. I know Teixeira is a threat. But now let's go on to him. So, Teixeira, ranked number 15, 8-1, with 7 knockouts, 1 submission, and 8 first-round finishes. All of his wins are first-round finishes. He's only 8-1. He's only had 2 fights in the UFC, this being his 3rd. He's 1-1 in the UFC. He knocked out Justin Tafa. Justin Tafa's a decent guy outside the top 15. Then his only loss on his record is to Derek Lewis by KO in the first round. I think it was a bit premature in the fact of, fair play, Derek Lewis dropped him, and then he was getting back to his feet. The time he was up, the ref called it off. But, I'm not going to complain at the stoppage because it's Derek Lewis. Notes for Teixeira. He's tall for the division. Use that for your advantage. Use the front tees, kicks, keep it arranged with the boxing. Most of his win. Well, all his wins are by finishes, but 7 of them are by knockout. So if you keep Tai Tuivasa out of range, he could definitely pick him apart. Definitely start swarming him and stuff like that. He's a decent striker, like I already said. He can be a top 5 guy in the future. I think Talliosn is a new breed of heavyweights, like a Tom Aspinall, people like that. Teixeira is another one. And he also needs a win here. I feel like both of these guys need a win. The only reason I'm saying Teixeira needs a win because, he knocked out Justin Tafa, good win. But then they bumped him straight all the way to the top against Derek Lewis, and he come up short. I feel like if he loses to Tai Tuivasa, the UFC won't be too high on him. But he's only 26. Yeah, he's 26 from Brazil. He's only 26. He's still got years and years in this sport. I think definitely, he's a guy who can be in the top 15, potentially top 5, and a champion one day. He is really good. He is really young. He's got all the skills. He's got the attributes and all that. So we're going to see. Who do I think is going to win? My heart's telling me Tai Tuivasa, but I think Talliosn and Teixeira will get the job done. I don't know how he's going to win, but I really hope Tai wins. Tai needs to win this. Like I said, Talliosn can take a loss here. He's 26. He can bounce back. He can definitely bounce back from if he does lose to Tai. But Tai here needs to win. It's a do or die for Tai type of thing. He needs it. So yeah. But that's my thoughts on this fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is the last fight we are covering for UFC 225. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, like, all that business, and enjoy the show tomorrow. In a bit.